What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the One More Thing Tech podcast. Right now, this is the host, but really, this is Editor Quasi. This is the first time I've done anything in like voiceover and post production, but we've received some feedback that maybe the intro is not the best to be screaming at you guys first thing in the episode. You know, no trigger warning, no nothing right as the episode starts. And, some people are driving on their way to work. I don't want to shock them. I don't want to scare them on the way to work. So I'm recording a bit of a different intro right now. We're going to overlay it. And then, I'm Quasi. Adam's on there. And I hope you guys enjoy the episode. Let us know what you guys think below. Like and subscribe and leave a comment. Tell us what you think so we can always make this better. All right, guys. I'll see you later. This might be a 2-hour episode. Don't be surprised if it gets to 2 hours. But I'm just trying to warn y'all now, right? I don't want anybody to say, "Wow, I can't believe Adam and Quasi stole this much time out of my day." No, I'm letting you know right now before we're even a minute in. This might be a longer episode, right? You might have to take 2 days to listen to this. Right? There's a lot of stuff that we need to cover today.
And I had to stop myself. There was so much more, and I had to stop. I said, I just can't. I'd have to get more iCloud space for the Notes app. That's how big it was. So, in any case, as Quasi mentioned, there's a lot of things that we are going to talk about today. I'm excited for this. Oh my gosh. Here's the thing, Quasi. I was just talking to you before the podcast. I think this is the year that I have seen Apple release stuff, and they're not done yet, and it might be the year they've released the most products. I just haven't seen them do this much in a year, and maybe I'm wrong, and if I am, tell me in the comments below. But we have 6 new products that are still launching soon, besides DubDub, and besides iPhone September. So let's go through this really quick. The very first one is HomePod Mini, and the second one of that is HomePod 3. So HomePod Mini 2, HomePod 3.
Do you have
I'm excited for this.
Just curious.
I do. I have the Mini 1, which I should really just get out and bring to work or something because I like it quite a bit and I don't use it as much as I should. HomePod, it's a weird story. I think I have a 1.5 version, basically, and original one. And quick little story, I had my original HomePod go out. Something happened to it, did not work like it should. Mind you, this is an obsolete product from Apple. I said, I'm just going to call Apple, see what they could do. Had no expectations at all. Went to the Apple store in Orland Park, and they said, yeah, there's an issue with it. We're going to replace it. Huh? So they did. So I have a replacement newer 1.5 version, which I didn't know existed, plus the original one. And I use those as a pair for the TV in the living room. I know there's way better options for audio, but until I'm in my house, that's just what I'm using for the time being. So I'm excited for this. I hope they bring back in the HomePod 3 what the first gen had, which is good tweeters, good bass, good everything. The second variant is kind of like a disappointment. So I think the HomePod Mini is a better overall than the HomePod 2. So I hope this is going to be a fantastic device. And there's going to be, of course, a new version of Siri in this new one. And that's about all they have for updates right now that we know about. There's going to be more, of course, but we don't know anything else about that. And the next one, Quasi, I got to bring this up because I'm excited for this. New Apple TV 4K. I'm excited for this because it's been a bit since we've seen an update in the Apple TV sector. It's finally time. And we've seen the code 26.5 cycle is where we're seeing that this is going to come out. And I'm excited for this because there's going to be a lot that are going to add to this. I hope you can use more of the storage for things besides just apps. Maybe like save videos offline. I mean, it sounds like a crazy idea, but like no one else does that. So do it. Apple, just do it. Because what else are you using 64 gigs for? You can't do really much at all. So anyway, that's the first part, and Quasi is going to bring to you the rest of it.
All right, so also coming to you in the big 2026, we will be seeing the new M5 Mac Studio and the new Mac Mini, right? Now, if you guys remember, I think it was last year we talked about the Mac Mini that came out, and we told you how it was literally the best available deal in computers. Unfortunately, that's changed a little bit because the MacBook Neo is an amazing product, right? And
Shockingly, yes.
like people were
Yes, you're
saying
right.
it's got an iPhone chip and that's a disadvantage. No, no, we're seeing that it's actually not a disadvantage at all. Hey, where else are you buying? I'm sorry, we're not supposed to be talking about the MacBook Neo. I'll get
No,
back to that later, guys.
no, go ahead. Because
The
did you
Mac
see that?
Mini, yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
but the Neo, I just gotta bring this up. 95 Mag posted that they did 4K editing with a Neo and had like 75 tabs open up in Chrome and Safari. Not at the same time, but each browser. That
Right.
is, I don't know how, but it is way more impressive than I thought it was going to be for what it offered,
Okay.
especially with only 8 gigs of RAM. But it surprised everybody. Is it the best Mac you can buy? No. Is it a
So,
Mac that's surprisingly amazing for that price point? Absolutely. Sorry, Quasey, as you were.
no, that's on me. I brought it up, and I just,
Excited though for
it's
it.
it's such a great product. But the Mac Mini might be the second best deal in all of it because I think the Mac Mini was what $500. Hold on, Mac
Yes.
Mini.
Well, yes, I think so.
Actually, I'm actively checking. Give me a second.
Or no, no, no. It was 600
It's
bucks, I
five
think.
ninety nine. Yeah, it's five
Yeah.
ninety nine, and it comes with the M4 chip currently, and it comes with a start. It starts at 16 gigabytes of RAM. Sure, the storage is kind of abysmal, but aside from that, it's a great product, right? So we're gonna
What's
be
the storage?
seeing the storage starts at 256, but sometimes you gotta make compromises.
No,
So
no, you don't. That's
it's,
terrible.
they gotta keep costs down somehow, you know.
Please see. If this is RAM, that should never be in a device at this point in time. Maybe, maybe a photo album thing that you store photos on to do like the digital ones. That's about it. But other than that, no, you shouldn't. If it's a computer, you are not going to be able to use that well at all for that. I mean, it's just apps installs, updates, everything. Just no, it's not good enough. Sorry.
Well,
Proceed.
that's the only drawback of the Mac Mini.
Yeah,
But
it is.
so we just saw the M5 MacBook Air and MacBook Pro, which means that obviously next is the M5 MacBook, not M5 MacBook, the M5 Mac Mini and the M5 Mac Studio. Then also we should be seeing a new base iPad, just the regular iPad, not the one that says iPad Air, not the one that says iPad Pro, and it's definitely not a mini iPad, just the regular iPad with a not an M4 chip, it's the A18 chip, right? And the A18 chip is the chip that's in the iPhone 16, so that's a really good chip.
And
And
Neo, correct?
no, the Neo has the A18 Pro,
Okay, okay. Just
so
checking.
it's slightly better. I think it has one more GPU core, and it's definitely more powerful overall. The neural engine and stuff is better. So, but this is definitely an upgrade over what it has currently. I think it currently comes with an A16 chip, so that's two generational jump, and that's what should be coming out. That's all of what should be coming out within
Oh no, there's a
the
little
next
more.
coming weeks and months ahead. Oh, did I lie?
Well, not so soon releases, but we don't know exactly. iPhone 18 Pro, AirPods Pro, and Apple Watch Ultra 4.
All right. So
Next up.
sorry, I lost my train of thought. Let me check where I'm supposed to be at in the show notes. Yes, Apple is teasing some AI advancements here in the big WWDC 2026. So, there's not too much in this article, but according to 9 to 5 Mac, Apple has just announced the dates for WWDC 2026, and we're looking at June 8th through June 12th. Right,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, put it on your calendar now. This is a big day, right? So, how do they tease?
Days.
Oh yes, this is a big set of days, right? So in the WWDC 26 announcement, they explicitly mentioned some AI advancements coming to this year's conference. Yeah, I mean,
Advancements.
like, you know, let's just be excited. Let's go and kind of scrutinizing them because we've heard Apple say big AI things beforehand, and there's been some really mediocre AI things. So let's not give them the benefit of the doubt this time. Let's make sure that they show up and they perform.
I just think they only have one way to go, and that's up in this. So,
Absolutely. Oh,
you know,
absolutely.
that's just Apple really failed at the AI game and still continues to do so. Now they bring in Gemini to this entire Siri experience. I will be vastly more happy. And we'll see how that integration works. And the integration with ChatGPT, I don't like it. I
Mm.
gotta be honest with you. You know why? It's not in ChatGPT. It's that like it's a subset, right? If I ask Siri something, do you want to search the web? Or do you want me to use ChatGPT? So you gotta choose that. And then it takes it feels like 17 minutes to do any type of task. I don't like that. I don't like
Why
no.
tells me that like it'll be the first time she's asked me, would you like me to use ChatGPT for that?" And it'll tell me that I've already used my ChatGPT for the day. Mind you, I haven't opened the ChatGPT app in maybe 3 weeks at this point. So I'm just not understanding how you can ask me if I want to use ChatGPT and then you're gonna tell me my free uses are up. Oh my
Do you
goodness.
do you remember when ChatGPT was like the thing? It
Oh
still
yeah.
might be for certain things,
I was using it back when it was
but
just OpenAI.
it's just not like what it used to be. And there are so many different AI platforms for so many different things. It's hard to even choose the best one now. I mean, man, I mean, each one's really good at certain things. So that makes sense. There's not one that's the best at all of it. I would say Gemini is really good at a lot of things because of what data sets they already have. But it's like by the day changing though. That's the crazy part about it. So, but yeah,
Heard
completely off topic. Claude's great at coding, like really good at coding. I wish they could do like a vibe coding platform where you can see the code output and split screen. It'd be really cool if they can do that. But until they do that, yeah, I mean it'd be a great feature. That's what I'm saying. Just add it, Claude. Please just do that. But that's the big. We don't know much else about WW besides this, but we'll be covering that for sure during this 8th through 12th of June, and look forward to more information as we get it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Quasi seen this, immediately had an interaction with it, and I will as well if this happens, but it's really in the code right now, so it's going to happen. I'm talking about Apple Maps adding a function or a feature that might not be well accepted, and that is ads in Apple Maps. Like, Waze kind of does this now with certain things, and people still love Waze, but for a stock Maps app on a phone, that should never have ads. I don't see any like. Well, you're not just not making money from the sector of Apple. Like, why making this software as a service where now you can see? Because when you put ads in Maps, you're not just putting ads in Maps. Now you're putting analytic data, tracking data, and all sort of stuff that I don't know if I like. If I'm going on vacation somewhere, I don't want some pop ups for Duluth Trading Company and the gas station and then, certain locations. I don't want all that. And it looks like we had no choice in the matter. Now, I don't know if they're going to have a thing where you can pay money to Apple to not have ads, which I would hate for that to be a thing. But, that's what we're seeing right now is they're going to be putting this in there. And I don't like it. I can't stand it, to be honest. And I will
can
not
I
be a fan of
just
it. Go ahead,
can I just
Quasi.
say to the
To
people,
just say it.
if you know me, you know that I absolutely loathe ads, right? I don't think I can come up with a stronger word for my disdain for ads, right? It's gotten to the point where, okay, let's do it like this. Everybody knows I pay for Spotify Premium. Everybody knows I have YouTube Premium. Everybody knows I have Prime Video, and I pay an extra $2.99
For now.
service that I don't pay for any ads on. I'm not going to mention the name of that one, but Adam knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do actually. I do.
Audible, if Audible gave me ads, I wouldn't have Audible. Right? Audible's also $22 a month, so I wish they would put some ads on there. But here's the thing, right? The other day, I my YouTube Premium subscription kind of lapsed because my card expired. Which, fun fact, I had to go through and update like everything because my card decided it was going to
Well,
expire.
that's so true. Can we pivot for one second, Quasi? Okay, I want to know your thoughts about this because this has been bugging me for quite some time now, and I gotta bring up the podcast. If a service that exists where it's streaming music, it doesn't matter what it is, if it costs you a subscription to use that service and you have ads, what a despicable company you are and human being for making that even a thing.
Hey,
I cannot stand
Prime Video
that.
does.
Well, they're gonna. Did you see what they're gonna do? They're gonna basically kill Prime Video and make it a different variant of what they're already doing, basically. So they're basically saying is if you have Prime, which includes Prime Video, it's not going to include Prime Video. It's going to be an extra cost. Dumbness. Yeah, that's happening very soon, actually. But that's also announced. It's not even a rumor. But here's what gets me so mad. Why do they charge and have ads? If you have ads and it's a free platform, completely understand. Makes sense. If you're putting ads into something that you're paying for, you need to be like sent to maximum security prison and ponder your thoughts of what you did wrong. That's awful. I can't stand that. It was a whole concept of like cable TV with ads was free, and then they started putting ads plus pay packages, and just went from there. And now we're seeing streaming services. What they're saying basically is we're not making enough money, so this is a way to reduce the cost of the plan, and we can still profit from it. No, if you can't make a service with the right content that people want, so people pay for it without ads, then you suck as a platform. That's your fault. Maybe don't be like Disney Plus and have Disney content, but then restrict content so you can't see all the content from Disney. That's a dumb thing. Like HBO does not do that. Other ones do not do that as well. Stop that.
So Prime Video is still going to be included with Prime, but as of April 10th, they're adding a new tier to it that'll be called
Okay,
Prime Video Ultra. That's an extra $4.99 a month,
so it's
and
it's and they're 4K
yeah,
basically.
they're it's going to be 4K Ultra
4K.
HD streaming. Well,
It's
you
not that
you
though.
can't do quotation marks. You don't know it's going to be like Netflix or not. Don't do that. Give them the
I
benefit of the
do.
doubt.
You know how I know
Right?
that?
How?
Because their 4K Ultra HD now is still streaming 4K. Like it's not what you get on a Blu-ray disc, 4K Ultra HD. That's true Ultra 4K HD. Don't say that phrase if it's not that. You know why? They're not going to stream you to your household a 100 gig file, like 800 gig file. They're not going to do that. That would be an obscene amount of bandwidth they're going to have to use. You see what I'm saying? So don't use that phrase if it's really not going to be that. It's going to be maybe 10 to 15, 20 gig file. Still okay, but it's not 4K Ultra HD. So don't call it that if it's not going to be that. And we know it's not going to be. Their content now that they make doesn't even get to a really high quality on discs. So I can promise you it's not going to be that at all. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. I would let it, like, if they did that, I'd be so happy, but they won't. They're not HBO. HBO is the only one that I know of that, not, I mean, not even in streaming, but they're like Game of Thrones 4K is like 30 gigabytes per episode. Nothing else does that. Period. That's just facts. It's just what it is. But I cannot stand the fact that we see services charge and have ads. And there's no one that can justify that to me at all. Like you can't. It's like saying this. You went to the hospital, it's $30,000 for this procedure, and we're going to add another $210,000 for the hospital air experience for you. Everybody that exists would be upset about that. Why are people not rioting for this discussion amongst the fellow people? Why is this okay? Why are we allowing this? All we gotta do is this: boycott them by canceling your subscription for 1 month. They will understand their ways of wrong and maybe correct it. If everybody, canceled in a month, promise you changes would occur. But if we did, it would cause them to correct their actions. Am I wrong? If the entire customer base leaves and they still have bills to pay, they'll make some changes. Because it's not like they're not making money, right? You can't say Netflix is like in the whole $100 million. They're profiting, people are getting paid, and their content still occurs. And all these other places too. So don't tell me that that is a reason to do this. It's for one reason only: more money. I must make more money. I am Netflix. I am so and so and so. I am company. Okay, I get you want to make more money. I get that. But that is not the way you do it. If you want people to come to your platform, you can do a free plan with ads. That makes sense. Do not charge for that plan. That's how you solve that problem. It's super simple. What are your thoughts, Quasey?
I mean, yeah. Like I was trying to say earlier, I pay for everything to not have ads. I'm constantly buying the highest subscription. I know that YouTube Premium now has a Premium Lite where you'll have less ads, but that's just
No.
unacceptable. Well, I think the Premium
No.
Lite is there's just ads on music, which I mean, cool, but like it's actually outrageous because I was in California and my subscription had lapsed, and all of a sudden I'm seeing 4 ads in a row, right? You put YouTube on the TV, you got to watch 130 seconds of ads just to be able to watch your video. So I think it's absolutely outrageous. I think that ads are probably the worst thing to mankind, and they should all. I mean, it should be like they should have to have your consent to show you ads, right? Because 90% of the time, it's stuff I don't even want to purchase, right?
Yeah.
Why are you showing me an ad for beauty products? Yes, I'm
Well,
ugly. I get it. But I'm not gonna purchase any of your stuff. Like it's just not happening. Right? I'm confident enough to not.
here's the thing. So we both say we hate ads. And yet people are going to say, well, you have ads in your podcast. Once again, the podcast is free. We don't charge the podcast. Because it's free, there's ads to cover costs. It's not free to have this podcast, if you can believe it, guys. So because of that, that's the way we can make some money from this. So that's really the only reason why we have that. But we're not going to say, oh, by the way, there's a premium tier of, more content, so on, and plus we're going to have ads. If we ever charge for a subscription for this podcast or a different variant of this, I can guarantee you now and put in the books, put in stone, it will never have ads. That's just how it's going to be. So,
Unless, no, I'm joking.
no, like, that's just it. I mean, we might offer like a behind the scenes or whatever in the future, like we're discussing that, but like at the current time, we're not. But once again, if we do, they will never have ads. I guarantee it. Not even dedicated ads from sponsors or a single anything. It'll just be discussion. So that's just, it's a strong point that I have, and I can't stand the companies are doing this, and I cannot say even more that we allow it. We have voices, we have thoughts, we can express that, we have freedom of speech, kind of. But just know we should not allow this. That's so far off topic, but it comes down to this. Now, okay, I did say all that, and Apple Maps is currently free. So there is the combat to what I just said to begin with. But at the same time, it's a built-in app. So I'll go on to this. A built-in app to a device should never have ads. That includes Windows and stop Windows for doing ads. You charge for the operating system and you have ads. That's already not okay. That's not okay. All right, so let us know in the comments below what you guys think, because I just want to know if anybody can justify this disgusting thought that Apple has. And you'll know, me and Quasi are one of the very first people to love Apple. But I also tell Apple the very first time they make a stupid choice like this, I will let them know. I will tell Craig Federighi, whoever's in charge of this Maps project, that don't do this. And then don't do like, oh, there's a free version with ads, and then without ads, it's going to be part of Apple One for an extra $5 a month. Don't even think of that idea. If you think of it, just don't think of it anymore and don't do anything about it. It's like a nightmare. You knew you had it, just kind of set it aside and forget about it forever. Just do that here, please. Okay, next one, Quasi. Let's go on to some better news.
I mean, yeah. So we kind of just
Man.
mentioned this in the last topic, but or in a topic or two ago, but Apple did give us the date for WWDC 2026, which is, how would I say, June 8th?
To the 12th.
Yeah, June 8th through the 12th. And so it turns out that if you go to their website and you click the little thing, there's a chance that if you won the Swift Student Challenge, or if you're a game developer, that you could be randomly selected to attend WWDC 26, which is why I'm currently signing up to become a game developer.
I'm a developer currently. Yeah, I should just go in and do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a great opportunity. The deadline to apply for the random lottery is March 30th. This episode will be out before then, so you'll have like 10 hours. Actually, I lied. It'll be out on the 27th, so you'll have like 3 days. So, I mean, like, if you're part of the Apple's developer program, go ahead and shoot your shot there, you know? Except maybe don't, because I'm going to shoot my shot, and the less people, the better, you know? So, hopefully I can win that. But that's just awesome. I think that's really cool.
I'm excited for this.
But yeah, be expecting to see some great stuff at this Worldwide Developer Conference. And I mean, there's just not too much to report about it right now. Currently, we know that there will be you'll be seeing iOS 27, and that's what you should be looking forward to, and macOS 27. And
macOS. And I'm really
27.
curious what the crack marketing team at Apple come up with the new name for macOS.
I will say,
there's
I would like one
that
feature.
We know about.
I would just like one feature
which is
to add to macOS. If they could add, like, you know how on Windows when you do the volume thing at the bottom, you can like right click it and you can individually change like the volume of Chrome versus the volume of like Spotify.
Like the mixer kind of?
Yeah, if they could add that, all of my problems would be solved. That is the only issue I have with
Let's
macOS.
do this. We're going to actually do this. We're going to email Craig Federighi, which is in charge of basically this entire event.
I mean, I just think it's too late now. You know, I feel like they can't add a feature like that. I just feel like it's not a hard feature to add, but you know.
Crazy. It's not like it's in June. You know, we got actually months before June. That does not seem like a hard ad in this time frame. You know what? Let's just do it, because if it, you know what, and then we'll have a record saying we did this. And if it happens, it's because of who? Quasi. Just saying. So we'll actually email. I mean, I have his email actually, and we'll do that. And then if we get a response, we're gonna report back on the podcast. Okay, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Next topic. This is a little bit scary, Quasi, and I've seen some news about this. I want to make people aware about this. It's a very big thing. So, Dark Sword, which is not a great add-on to game, it is a piece of malware that, well, does really bad stuff. It can break your phone. This is specific with iPhones, and not do good things at all. And it is a really bad malware that goes through a 0 day and some backdoors with iOS that's unpatched. So if you have iOS 18.4 up to 18.7, which at this point you should not, update your phone immediately, because if you get hit with this, bad things will occur. I mean, there's a Ghostblade JavaScript exploit basically within it that can get into your iMessage, your identifiers for any websites or apps you use. It can get into your call history, your Wi-Fi configurations, your passwords, Safari cookies. The list goes on. Basically, the entire phone is at their disposal, and you can't even know they're even in there because it's not like it's a big pop-up saying we have your data. It's all in the background. So just know this is something you want to update your phone immediately, unless you absolutely cannot update it. If that's the case, it's time to get a new phone because it's not safe. So I want people to know that this is a huge thing. If you go in your, so do not assume because if your phone's in auto update, that this is going to just be done for you. It does not always do that. You'll probably get prompts. Like most people, they just swipe it and don't do it. If you're on 18.4 through 18.7 to update your phone right now, like pause the video and just do it so you're safe. All right. Anything else, Quasi, before we move on?
I mean, yeah, we always advocate for you guys to, excuse me. We always advocate for you guys to just make sure that you're safe, not get scammed, not download malware or anything. So obviously when something like this comes out and we find out about it, we're going to push it out to you guys and, just try and keep you guys as safe as possible. So like Adam said, if your phone can't update, it's definitely time to get a new phone. That way you can stay as protected as possible because it's a scary world we live in now, right? People are trying to steal your information all the time. And, they're getting a lot better at it. Mind you, the other day my grandmother got scammed. I don't know if I told you guys this on the podcast, but it really pissed me off because she asked me if it was a good thing to do. I told her no, and she was like, okay, go get your mother, right? And by the time I went and got my mom, she had already gave these people $136. Oh my God, I was so upset.
Not good.
She could have gave me that $136. You know what I could do with $136 right now, Adam? I don't know.
So
probably
much.
a lot. Like I don't have a specific plan for it, but I could
so
probably
much
do a lot.
Chipotle.
Yeah, gosh. But yeah,
I have never seen you go to Chipotle, by the way. And you know how many Chipotle Wednesdays that have occurred since?
You've never seen me go to Chipotle? Adam, I went with you once. We picked up everybody's food. We ate and then played Minecraft together. Guys, this guy, I'm just so forgettable that this is a constant thing on Wednesdays.
How long ago was this? And was this a moment that this happened and then you woke up? Because I don't know this at all.
It was over the summer. We started a Minecraft world.
I know that.
We ate on our lunch break. And I had, you had like some sort of bowl or something. And I was doing the digital orders and I got the quesadilla. Right? Waste of money, right? Go ahead and get you a burrito if you're gonna waste money, right?
Yeah,
but
okay.
It definitely happened.
I recall this now. It was like what, 2 years ago at this point, it felt like, right?
It's just been like 7 months. It's not even
or that. Oh my goodness. What I'm trying to say though, Quasi, is in 2026, there's been no Chipotle orders from Quasi that I've witnessed.
Okay, yeah, that you've witnessed. This is true.
This is like there is Chipotle Wednesdays that occur that I've done since college and I haven't stopped. And I love it. My wife hates it, by the way.
Yeah, it's probably not the best on the bank account.
You can say that Chipotle is expensive. That's a fact. But to say it just sucks and it's inedible, you're just wrong. It's not like McDonald's where it's garbage.
Point, like, what are you even ordering?
It's so good.
Right? What are you ordering for it to be bad?
It's so wonderful there. McDonald's, I can see that's garbage, right? But not Chipotle. It can't be that. No.
What? Run that by me one more time? What'd you say?
It's not like McDonald's where it's so garbage.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Terrible.
I will say though, the McDonald's CEO went out and tried the Big Arch, right? And I was like, okay, it can't be that bad. I'm gonna go try it, right? Mind you, every time I go to McDonald's, I don't get the burger, right? If I want a burger, I'm gonna go to Burger King, right?
What do you get there?
The Whopper.
At McDonald's?
No, sorry. I always get the chicken sandwiches. I'm a big fan of the crispy chicken, right? The McChicken, the chicken nuggets, right? I always get chicken from McDonald's.
Do you just think that's really chicken?
Don't ruin this for me. Don't do it.
I'm just asking a question.
Let me live in ignorance. Ignorance is very bliss. I don't want to know the answer. I'm not going to answer that. Ignorance is bliss.
Like,
If you tell
has
me
a
something
health
like monkey
professional
toes, I'm going to be very
ever
upset.
said, guess what,
Hey,
Quincy,
Adam,
you have to go
Adam,
on a
it's okay.
diet?
It's okay.
McDonald's is right over there.
It's okay. I I think I'll live without knowing how bad it is for me. But what was I?
I know other places aren't that healthy. I understand that. I'm just saying that, like, man, all the things you read about McDonald's and
I
the
don't read
ice
them.
machine, don't ever get ice at McDonald's. I'll just give you a little heads up. Oh man, they did another report where they did like it was like 25 restaurants, independent studies, and the results of what they found in the ice machines. Here's the thing, Quasi. Even if that wasn't true, I do not get ice from a restaurant for my drink. You're asking why don't you get ice?
That's
A very
exactly what I was
simple
about to ask.
explanation
Yes.
for you. Because if it's pop, it always comes out of the machine cold, first off. Secondly, you have ice in your drink, you have less drink. I want more drink and less ice when it's already cold. I don't let it get warm and hot so it's not cold before I drink it. I don't know, man. It's just me, but it's just a thing
You
that
know what I
I
love to
have.
do? I love to go to
Yeah.
Starbucks and order, uh, like tap the thing on my app that says less ice, and then get a full
Yes.
cup of ice. That's exactly what they do for me. I'll tell them, guys, let's hold off on the ice today, right? God forbid.
Yeah. Always. And not always, but like they never listen to that. They just don't. Uh, anyway,
Adam, can I
it,
just
it,
stop
it
us really quick right here?
sure.
I just want
Yes.
to let everybody know, guys. Right now we are doing a giveaway, right? Right after we record this podcast, me and Adam are gonna make two quick TikToks, right? We're gonna tell you guys everything about this giveaway. But right now, if you go to the One More
WWDC
Thing Tech
Discord.
podcast Discord server, right? There's three things you need to do, right? First and foremost, you need to watch the episode, right? Then you need to
Whole
like
episode.
and subscribe, right? And then all you need to do is send us a screenshot showing this in the giveaway channel, right? Wait, are we putting the screenshots in the giveaway channel? Just send a screenshot.
Yeah.
We'll figure
Yeah.
out exactly
Yeah.
where to
Absolutely.
put it. And then we'll put your name on a wheel and we'll do a random drawing. And the winner, there will be three winners, right? We might even put one winner this week and then do the other two next week. But there's going to be three winners, right? And each winner is going to get a $25 gift card of your choice, right? We were originally just going to do like a Steam gift card, a PlayStation gift card, and an Xbox gift card. But then I realized, what if we have two people who play Xbox win, right? So it'll be a gift card of your choice. We have three winners, and guys, time is running out,
Any
right?
gift
The last
card?
day to any gift card, right? Anything you want, right? $25, right? Yeah. So
Okay, it has to be
um,
a digital gift card. Let's make that
yes,
very
this
clear.
is true. I'm not gonna.
We're
I
not going to
really don't
send you
feel
something
like
in the mail.
sending you. So yeah, that's a little bit odd. But yeah, so to enter, all you have to do is go watch last week's video, like, subscribe, and send a
And
screenshot.
this week's
That's
too.
well, obviously. Well, I would assume that if they're hearing this right now, they're watching this week's video, right? So
Yeah, I guess.
remember, guys, like, subscribe, screenshot, like, subscribe, screenshot, and then I guess you have to
And
send the screenshot.
yes. And the winners will be chosen without like, oh, I know this guy, so he's going to win. It's going to be Wheel of Names. We're going to record Wheel of Names being done so you can see the actual process of the winner being chosen, which is not by us. It's by Wheel of Names, which is
That's
completely
true.
random. That's how you want to do it. All that to say, if you feel like you are exposed to Dark Sword or other exploits with Apple, you can go to Settings, Privacy and Security, and go to Lockdown mode and turn it on and then do a restart. What this does is enhances your security by a whole bunch until you can get resolved, and you want to do that. So that's just if you had this happen to you, which you might not know, but if you do know, please do that. Okay, let's proceed.
So, the next topic is going to be mine because it's a PS5 issue.
So
All
what I
right.
did on
So,
purpose.
let's just talk about
Well,
it.
it's not PS5 issue. It's a game on PS5. Let's be
Yeah,
clear. It's
I
not a
mean, it kind
PS5
of
issue.
sucks anyway.
Yeah.
So if you bought Crimson Desert, which you'd be in the five people that bought it, right? But if you happen to buy Crimson Desert, right, and you played it, and you gave it a Metascore of 78 or a user score of 7.8 on Metacritic, and you just can't download it, or you just don't like it, PS5 is giving you a refund because PlayStation 5 copies seem to be refunded on request. Even though, right, let's say I purchased college football today, right? Because that's something I like it kept me up last night. I was thinking about it. I woke up at like 2 a.m. thinking about purchasing college football because yesterday I saw that they're doing a March sale this week. And if you have PlayStation Plus, you have early access to it. And right now it's $13. And I don't know why I haven't purchased this game yet, but $13 is probably the lowest it's ever going to be. Right? If I think about that and I buy that game, Sony's not going to give me a refund. But it looks like, despite how they usually don't give refunds, because this game might just be garbage.
The
I'm not saying
controls
it
are
is
bad.
garbage, but
Yeah.
just because it might be garbage, um,
Not the
Sony's.
visuals too. It
I
looks
mean,
nice.
it looks beautiful. It looks like a beautiful game, but people are just struggling to have fun. And if you're struggling to have fun, you can get your $70 back, right?
Well, it's performance of the game, and the controllers are not at all what you usually would think of that the controllers are. It's like you have alien hands. I
For
you know,
like, are you dissing the PS5 controller or are you dissing the controls of the game?
no, I think you need to have alien hands to play it properly because that's like people are saying that it's unpopular controls, which means that you have to do different variants to like, you jump and move around that you don't normally do, and it's not like a natural way that you would play a game. Like when
Yeah,
you play a shooter, it's pretty much the same control concept for most of the shooters, or an RPG, or so on, so on. This is like backwards from all those, and people are not like why you can't even change it the way you think you could. That's an issue with it too, and I'm not sure if I like all that. And it has low textures. It runs at 20 FPS, 20 and 40 FPS. So like it looks really good, but then it has low frame rate.
yeah, it just kind of sucks.
Uh, like did it not test this? Like maybe they were testing it when they were sleeping, and they said, "Great, this is phenomenal. I love it." I don't know. Not a big fan of this, guys. So if you had a
Hey,
game and
get
you
your money
found it to
back.
be not good, you get your money back, and that's great. Now, what they don't say is, does that remove from your account?
I mean,
I had to
obviously,
imagine.
you're getting you're getting a refund. They're not going to let you keep it, right?
Maybe they will. Maybe there'll be like a huge update to fix all these
Dude, I know
issues.
Amazon does that sometimes when the cost of returning it is just more than the cost of what the refund would be. Like,
But yeah,
they do that sometimes. Or sometimes they'll like have a product recall and they'll be like, "Yeah, just make sure you destroy this product, and then we'll send you your money." And that happened to me.
fight in
I bought a
lava,
power
float in
bank,
lava.
and I just kind of threw it out the window. I'll be honest with you. I don't. It's probably sitting.
Not the
I should not
proper
have
way to
admitted to that.
dispose of a power bank.
Yeah, no,
You're not condoning this behavior, Quasi.
I'm so ashamed that I just had to let you guys know.
Someone's gonna run that over and like pop a tire from the explosion.
I know it's gonna be so bad now that I think about it. I probably killed somebody.
Some lizards gonna think it's like a steak, and it's just not.
Oh
You're
man,
gonna have a rude awakening when they bite into it.
it's not great at all.
Oh, why is it gonna be a lizard? It could be like a Komodo dragon or a horse. Who we don't even know.
Komodo dragons are so cool, except they're definitely the most venomous lizard in the world, and they will definitely.
They're like not, because if like you're a small child and you are near them, you could be part of their menu. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
absolutely. Also,
I
did
don't
you know that
know.
their clamp strength is absolutely amazing? Like you're
Yeah,
not if it bites you, you're not getting it off. You're gonna die if you have
there
an
there
interaction
might
with a
be
Komodo
there
dragon.
might be one thing you can do to stop it. And if there's like a gap in the mouth, you get McDonald's and it'll throw up.
I mean, I I
Sorry.
just don't agree with that statement at all. Right? I just I
I
feel
mean,
like
how
you
many
really
Komodo
need to.
dragons are eating McDonald's? Like, do you know? Like, first off, they don't really eat McDonald's, and do you think that, like, that's a good question? Would they actually throw up? Because like it's not new to them. I mean, it's not a common food they would
it
eat.
has some meat in it, so I assume they would just eat the meat. I mean, it has
Meat.
some sort of it has some sort of meat in it.
Are you sure?
You give it.
Here's what I can
Oh, I was
say.
trying to tell you about
If
the
you
big
put
arch,
a,
and I completely forgot.
but if you put a burger, steak, or something like out on your porch and just leave it there for like a week, it would not look the same. But a
Yeah,
burger from
but
McDonald's
yeah,
can
I've
be
seen those
untouched for
videos.
years, and it looks like you just got it.
Yeah, I've seen those
That
videos.
concerns me like a lot. I'm sorry, I'm dissing McDonald's so bad. Like as a corporation, they're really smart at what they do, and they do great things. I just prefer not to eat their products. That's just
Yeah,
me. I
I was
mean,
gonna say about the big
it
arch
tastes
that the
good.
CEO
I'll give them
tried.
that. Yeah,
I went out and tried it, and I understand why he was sitting there looking like he was being forced to eat it. It was quite
yeah.
terrible. I didn't finish
But
it.
here's the worst part. It's one thing to do that and say this is not good, but they sent out the video still. You can't say he's
It
like,
was so
send
funny.
it right now. Just do it. It looks great. I love it.
It was
No
so
one's
funny.
like, seriously, if it's that bad of a reaction, have a take two or take four, whatever it takes. Because, or just swap it with a Big Mac, no one's going to know, or whatever, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
real.
just something that you don't have that reaction. That's not a good selling point. And there's so many other CEOs that responded with eating and
The
drinking their own
Burger King
products, right?
CEO. Me and the Burger King CEO are locked in because he actually
I
listens to
didn't see
feedback.
that one.
You
I didn't see
didn't?
that one at all.
Dude, you should have seen it. He was like, the only thing this is missing is a napkin. I was like, oh my goodness. Have you seen how
Oh,
they
they
present
they
the
are
Whopper now?
skimpy on napkins, huh?
Have you seen how they present the Whopper now? It comes in a box, but it's like hold on, let me just see if I can
You gotta
share
show
my
me because
screen here.
I've had Burger King recently without a different presentation.
Did you not get a Whopper when you got Burger King?
It's exactly what I get when I get Burger King. I don't know what you're talking about here. It's like usually in their like wrap that they usually do.
Yeah, it looks like this now.
Okay, I mean, is it
You
necessary
get
that's in a box? Are
let's
are
share
they
the
trying
screen.
to copy McDonald's basically? And that I don't
No,
know.
McDonald's doesn't wrap their burgers in the box.
I think
It
it's a little
looks
bit
like
unnecessary
this.
packaging.
No, let me tell you, it upgrades the experience completely. Apparently, it
Why?
happened on
It's not.
February 26th.
Yeah, but why? What's it? What do you gain from this? More
I
marketing
don't
on the
know,
box?
but have you tasted their buns as of recent?
Yeah. What's wrong with them?
It's absolutely delicious. All right. Their mayo might have been upgraded. I don't know what they're doing, but Burger King is the only
Crazy.
place I will go eat a burger at.
You have just experienced how Whoppers have been for the last million and a half
Oh,
years.
are
And that's how they always are.
you
Flame broiled.
serious?
Yeah, they're always amazing.
I
No,
go to Burger King beforehand, and I would
so
just get
good.
chicken.
Do me a favor, because
Have I mentioned
I
I only
had
get chicken
someone
at
else do this.
restaurants?
I want you to try their Impossible Burger.
Well, absolutely
Okay?
not. You've
No,
got
no, no. Hear me
no.
out.
Stop! I'm not
I'm
eating
not
fake
trying to
meat.
get you to go vegan or vegetarian. What I want you to try is how close that is to tasting like a normal Whopper. That's all I want you to do. Here's wait for there's always deals on them too. What I'm trying to say is this: people are saying that they can almost not tell the difference between both of them. Impossible Whoppers are awesome.
Do
By
you
the
go
way,
there and get Impossible Whoppers?
I do. I'm not. That's not only thing I get. I get Whoppers too. I'm just saying that like the taste and the difference is so tiny. You won't even know.
Mm.
Like you would not know if I gave you that. If I took an Impossible Whopper and put next to another Whopper without any type of marketing or branding, you would have no clue the
I
difference.
just
It's
don't think
that's
that's
so
true.
big.
I'd bite into it
Flame
and I'd be like,
broiled though.
"What in the world is this?"
What I'm getting at is Burger King burgers destroy in every category McDonald's every time. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. I'll get heat from this and I don't even care because I'm telling you, flame broiled will destroy grilled any day. And it's kind of like grilled, then microwaved, then put into a steamer. And who knows what that consists of, what that process looks like. But what I can tell you is this: Whoppers flame broiled, better every time. Ah, so wonderful. Speaking of Whoppers, Quasi, that reminds me that the U.S. government is banning consumer routers made outside the United States. Did you know
I
that?
mean, yeah, those two just go hand in hand.
I
Yeah.
was letting you know. Man, I like how The Verge right now is saying you should definitely pay for our subscription. That's so nice of them. So anyway, if there is a router, not just a company, but the router is made outside of the United States, that is now banned from the United States. It's kind of a good thing because you don't really quite know what China and Chinese companies and other people are doing to these devices because the router is kind of like, wow, all that you do on your network, downloading, receiving, and sending data, kind of goes to your router. So if there's a point of interest for data collection, it's that device. So there's been some people like not do some good things on routers. The one is TP-Link, which is a brand I have loved for many years, and I still do. And they're changing their ways. So they work on doing some stupid things, and now they're going to make some things better. So that's good. But I want to know, Quasi, what your thought is with this because I have some thoughts too.
So, I personally don't know what Wi-Fi router I have in the crib. All right, but
You
I just know
don't?
that Adam, I just don't purchase the Wi-Fi. I didn't have
Are you talking
to
about your dorm or are you talking about like where you live in
both.
California? Okay.
I have no clue. I think it might be a
You
TP
should.
link,
Okay.
but the fact that TP link is getting banned, I'm sure they're
Well,
not banning the one. No, I lied. It's definitely a Netgear router. It's
oh,
definitely Netgear.
they're
Adam,
bad.
you
They're
don't have to
terrible.
say I told
I
you how
will.
bad it was when I went there. I told you it
It's
was
terrible.
absolutely horrendous. I've never used one.
How do you
Sorry.
have a extender for Wi-Fi that doesn't extend the Wi-Fi? It makes a new network. That is chaos in my head.
I
Anyway,
agree.
sorry.
I agree. There's no disagreement there. But
That makes no sense to me.
is Netgear a U.S. company? I feel like if it's a U.S. company, they can go ahead and get rid of it.
Parts of it is, not all
Yeah,
of
go
it.
ahead and ban that. Honestly, it's for the better, right? Honestly, this might just make the
They really just suck what they do as a
yeah. I mean, they're
company.
just not great.
They,
Like I know that the Xfinity routers are really good because I remember having that in New Jersey. And hold on, let me tell you something. I've never felt speeds that fast since leaving. Actually, that's not true. There's really fast speeds here at the school. In terms of like
never.
personal Wi-Fi, especially when we were in Guam. Oh my gosh, dude, the Wi-Fi was always terrible in Guam. It was
Yeah,
it was
but
something else.
you might have good speeds, but as a IT professional and just the control that I want to have over my network, I do not like using what an ISP gives you. It's usually not new stuff. They modify however they want to do it, and you don't know what they're really collecting for data. Their DNS is not what you needed to have. And I just want more control. They do give you some more control than they used to, but like I want to set NAT types. I want to do certain ranges for DNS. I want to do like a whole bunch of things that makes my network secure that I know what's going on. And if you can, do not use the ISP router slash modem. So if you can get your own modem, get that. If you have to use theirs, put in bridge mode, get your own router because that's what you should definitely do because you can control it and it's so much better. They may say we won't support if something goes wrong with it. Well, you can call the support for the manufacturer of the router and get support, or you call an IT guy. It's okay. Because here's what I hate: they charge you indefinitely for that router being in your house. Oh, it's like $10, $15 a month more just for that device. And when it's paid off, you still pay. That's the best part. So if that doesn't discourage you from using that, that should hopefully make your mind change a little bit. Anyway, So if you have now, what we don't know about this is what happens to devices that are here now that are not approved by the FCC. How's that going to work out? Is it like what's coming up soon, or is it what we don't know? But what basically what's going to happen is they have to go through a certification. They have to go through a conditional approval to come to the United States. I guess it. Okay, so China routers can come in the United States with conditional approval, which is good. That's a good thing for security. If it's manufactured in the United States, it has to be still approved, but it will not be as scrutinized by FCC. Makes sense, right? I mean, I'm not saying that we should suggest always that China's making bad stuff for us. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying it's a way to protect Americans from potential threats because here's what's bad. It could be that, let's say, TP-Link is making something great, right? They don't do anything wrong with it. Maybe during the shipping to the United States, they're intercepted and then like there's malware put on whatever else. And now what do? It wasn't intentional, but it happens. So that can happen to anybody out there. So the issue is we had to keep them safe. And so they're trying to do it, and I applaud them. Good job. But this could cause some backlash, as we know. So we'll see people think and say, but let us know in the comments what you guys think, because now I want to know. Curious. Quasi, anything from you? And by the way, Quasi, just go ahead and show the router that is on this article. I have never in my life seen a router like this ever. Ever. Completely off topic. And for those that are just audio listeners only, please watch this on the actual YouTube channel. Never have I seen that. Ever.
It's an interesting look. It's like
yeah, it's transparent.
Down, but I guess it is just transparent.
It's really about it, yeah. But it's kind of cool how it looks.
Definitely.
Yeah. So anyway, that's rare that we have no idea what that is, by the way.
It might be a TP-Link. You never know.
It looks like a TP-Link, maybe in tennis, but it looks more like a Netgear to me.
Perhaps.
Just the way of... Yeah, that's usually like a Netgear in tennis style. If it is, shame on them.
Okay.
Right. All right.
Let's,
next topic.
And move forward to a crackdown on VPNs. Right. So basically, if you don't know what a VPN is, it's a virtual private network, and I'm not entirely sure when they first came. Oh, it actually tells us here. They first emerged in the 1990s with the purpose of helping businesses securely send information across offices instead of forking out money for the pricey leased fees. That's a direct quote from this article from The Verge. But hold on, they're definitely asking me to do some sort of purchase here, and
when your logo is that bad, you should not be allowed to do that, by the way.
Hold on, I can't even move my mouse anymore.
Yeah. Well, here's what...
I need to shell out $5 really quick.
No, don't do that. Don't do
that.
People
must know. All right.
No.
After shelling out $5, it appears that there's some stuff going on here. There's a little bit of stuff going on here. I'm reading through the article right now. Give me like 20 seconds, guys, and I'll get back to you with the most in-depth breakdown anyone's
Did you
ever
seriously
heard
just
of.
purchase it?
It was $5.
Did you really do it?
It was $5. You know, it was $5, and The Verge deserves their money, so I had to purchase it. But yeah, man,
So basically, what's happening is, and this makes sense, people are trying to use VPNs to bypass age verification content. This could be mature content on YouTube. Not saying it's not safe for work. I'm just saying like content that shouldn't be seen by younger kids or teens or so on. What they're trying to say is that although the purpose of VPN is to keep you anonymous, this is a exploit by using it to get past age verification stuff. Man, it's a smart move. But then I don't know how I feel about this, Quasi, because, Do you take a VPN and do you depreciate for what it's going to give you to offer less security to obey the law, or do you keep it the way it is and let them do bad stuff with it? What are your thoughts, Quasey? It's kind of it's a mixed bag of emotions, really. Here,
Sorry, I had to get up because my lower back started. But you know, with a VPN, there's certain things that you know you can't change, right? You can't change the level of security that it provides because people are using it for that main function, right? You can't, but also you can't have people who are underage using that to get around underage things, right? So it brings up a very interesting problem that it's going to be hard for lawmakers to solve. But lawmakers also, they're smart people, right? They have to be smart people.
not
So,
always.
I mean, yeah, I was going to say that, but then I realized they could real life just ban our podcast forever. So let me.
Freedom of speech,
I
we're
love you
fine.
guys in Congress, man. You guys are the best. Even though airports are, we can't
Sorry.
agree on a deal or anything. But hey, you guys are the goats, man. I love you guys. But I'm sure that there's there's a way to do this. I'm sure maybe we do some age verification with the VPN at the get go, right? I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks because
Here's the
everybody
thing:
uses VPNs, but
we're not talking about the core problem here, Queasy. When I was a kid, and there was an age verification thing, I just chose my
I am
birthday,
18. Yeah, and then
and
10 years
then I
plus.
said I'm born in 1976. Like,
Yeah, I did the same thing.
I don't know how this. So you're saying that's the issue is VPNs. It's not that the people are just putting in the absolute wrong year they were born,
I mean, yeah,
right?
it's really gonna be hard to
Come
stop
on.
that.
Like, it's kind of if if a person wants to watch certain thing of content, they're going to do it and get past all these little verifications, or they're going to log into their brother's account or whatever, right? Like, I don't
Yeah,
know,
I mean,
So like, it's kind of mixed bag. I understand what they're trying to say here, but I also do not want a VPN to be compromised to do things that it should not do because a VPN is supposed to protect you. Now, just so we're clear, VPNs, if you assume that VPN keeps you 100% anonymous, just know that's not true. Just know that, right? It is a
thinking that.
better security for the initial bump into that service, right, that you're trying to get into. But just know that's not going to keep you 100% anonymous. It makes it harder for them to see who you are. But I kind of am going to side with the VPNs not opening up their security to allow this verification because I don't like it. I just don't like it. Because once again, if someone wants to get into the country, they're going to do it anyway. It's like saying this: that is illegal to buy. You shouldn't buy this. Okay, I'm going to buy it from the black market or the street. Okay, it's
Right,
still illegal. It doesn't mean that you're not going to do what you want to do, right? It just means you're going to do it a different way.
definitely
So
different.
yeah, like ad blockers. If your website that says, "Oh, we know it's using an ad blocker," I immediately am not using that site again. Do not stop me from using an ad blocker. I know you're trying to make money, I get that. But once again, that is stopping me from seeing your content. Now I can't stand you. I don't like that. So once again, VPNs, great thing to have. It's a good layer of security, but I don't want this to be compromised. Gracie,
Yeah. No, I get that.
with that.
We don't want to compromise on any of the core functions of VPN. But like you said, there are some certain things that are banned in certain states, but you see them being used in the state anyway. How is this so? The more you tell people don't do this, the more people are going to try and find a way to do it. Honestly, I think it's a bit of a losing battle, but who knows? Maybe they can
I do
pass some
too.
sort of
Well,
legislation that
well,
helps it out.
one part that's going to be harder is this. There are VPN services that are not in the United States. So how are they going to make them do that?
Well, the
They
same
don't
way
have
they
to
made
comply with
TikTok
laws if they're not.
sell themselves.
Well, no, I no, that's for that. But like, they can't make like Proton that is not in the United States comply with that law because
You
they're not
can't.
a U.S. based company. they can just try to say, well, you can't have this service in the United States. They can go to that like route they want to. But once again, if I really want to view content, I will just do it in ways that are more clever. I don't know, proxies and all this other stuff. I don't know. It's not going to stop people from doing what they want to do. That's what I'm trying to get at. And it's getting much hard to regulate VPN services that have zero knowledge of what they're doing anyway, because there's a lot of those too. So if you're trying to say you need to do this, they can't log and see what you're doing to even do that because they're not collecting that data. That's the whole point of a VPN. So it's really hard to even do this as a whole. It changes how the entire structure is. And it's also a way for them to get into, we'll see what you're doing because data is king. It's like money is the first and then data is the second. It's crazy today's society that they want to know everything about us. Like, little is private. Yeah, but Quasi, it's not for good reasons. As you said, you see ads they're not relevant to you. So it's not for good reasons. It's because now Quasi's information, all about Quasi, is not so private anymore. I don't like that. That's just how that is.
I'm not the world's biggest fan, but
speaking of things that are not good, Quasi, what the next one?
Yeah, I mean, so our next topic, if you use Crunchyroll, you're cooked. That's not looking good for you if you use Crunchyroll, right? So they just had a potential breach.
Oh no, it's not potential.
It's not potential at all. We see Crunchyroll potential, right? They definitely got breached, and 7 million users who use this app have all their data stolen, right? If you put anything sensitive into Crunchyroll, I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry. I don't know what to tell you. So, although Crunchyroll has not put out a statement of acknowledgement to the breach, there's a hacker that went on X and showed proof.
Screenshots.
Yeah, that over 100 gigabytes of data were stolen. Right, so everybody who uses Crunchyroll is potentially at risk, and we don't know. It might be more than that, but they've given away full names, usernames, email addresses, IP addresses, general geographic locations. So it's actually really funny. On websites, you can see, like, even for our podcast statistics, we can see what the general location. Like, it gets to a point where you can even zoom in on the little maps for the analytics, and I can see exactly where I know it was my dad watching the podcast because it's at my address. I'm zooming in and it's at my address. So like they it's not general. It's pretty accurate geographic location. And if you did any support tickets, that's kind of like all that information is at risk. But credit card information does not appear to have been stolen, even though the last 4 digits of their card number or expiration date. If you put that into a support ticket, that information is among the stolen data.
It's crazy. So go ahead, Quixie. Sorry.
Yeah. The hacker claims to have sent a $5 million ransom to Crunchyroll for the data, but Crunchyroll has not responded. The hacker will probably see the FBI at their door here in a couple of hours.
If they find them, if they're good, they're not going to know who they are or where they're from.
Yeah, that's what they want you to think.
I don't think the FBI or any government institution is that good. They have great people. I'm not saying that. But you're going against a hacker. Not some kid that's like, I'm trying to hack, but a legitimate hacker that might be really good at what they're doing, and if they're good at what they're doing, they're going to be not seen or known ever. Like, that's just what they're going to do.
Yeah,
like,
that would suck.
They take precautions, right? Because they want to do this again, or they just can, right? But if they got access to Zendesk, Google Workspace mails, Slack, Mixpanel, Jira Service, Wizard, a Maestro QA, like a lot of different things. So with their Okta login, That's rough, man. That's a breach in every kind of category of what they offer for services or what they have for services. Not good. Not good at all. So maybe they should maybe buy a proper security solution for their computers they have too, so this couldn't happen. Also an option. Oh boy. So yes, if you have Crunchyroll, I would definitely change your password instantly. They're probably re-rolling on email at any time now with what the proper steps are and what you should do about this because it's a bad thing. Crunchyroll is a hugely popular streaming service for lots of anime and whatnot. I don't have it, but people love it, and I hope that you're not affected. If you are, take precautions. Check with your banks, make sure there's no suspicious activity on your accounts. So, not a good thing. Be safe out there,
Definitely
guys.
not.
It's getting that's bad. Speaking of things that I was not expecting to happen over the week, Quasi, do you remember like a while ago, Amazon had a phone called a Fire Phone?
Fire phone. Oh, so
Yeah,
it was so bad.
it didn't last. Was it
I
like
think
a
it was
month?
like 9 months, bro. It was like such a bad phone that it did not last.
It it didn't take long at all before it was gone. But they're trying it again, Quasi. They're not
Really?
giving up. Amazon is
It's been like 20
launching
years.
a 20, probably like what, 5 or so.
No,
They're
it's been a while
launching
since
one
then.
again. Of course, ready for this? It's going to include an AI focused operating system. Shock.
Yeah, huge surprise there. I would have never
Uh,
guessed.
Here's what I'll say. I like that Amazon is trying to compete with Google in the Android sector of making phones and operating systems
It won't
because
be using like a Fire OS.
that's what I'm saying. It's a comparator to Android,
Yeah, Fire OS is
basically.
significantly worse.
It is. It is a flavor of Android that is customized for them. And it wasn't that good. It had a lot of issues and had a lot of issues with a lot of issues. So it didn't last but by even a year. So they're going to try this again, and let's see if they can make it a little better this time. And I hope they'll have good motivation to do good because the last one was about as good as sweet corn. Not sweet corn. Sorry, candy corn. It's just a
Whoa!
disgusting. Oh,
Do
I
that.
will do
Don't do
that.
that.
I can't
Candy corn
stand.
is delicious when you eat
It's
it
not
between October
candy
1st
or
and October
corn.
31st. Don't ever diss candy corn.
Quasi.
I
All
can't
candy
stand
corn
this.
that's ever been made is made in 1942. And then when people buy it and they say, oh, it's so bad, they throw it away. And they have people come and take it from the dumpsters and they
No,
wash it. They do
no.
wash it and they put it back in the bags and they resell it
Matter of
because,
fact, I might go buy candy corn today. I
Quasi,
might go buy
can you
candy corn
explain
today.
to me how it's possible to eat that and not just buy
It tastes like
sugar?
vanilla. I
No,
love vanilla.
it tastes like candles.
I
Candles.
mean, it definitely
And
has a.
there's no flavor besides bad candle from Dollar Tree,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it has
You
this
haven't had good
awful
candy corn.
it, what
You
you
haven't had
eat,
good
you're
candy
like,
corn.
oh, and you can't get it taste in your mouth. Like you can have a scrub day with Dawn dish soap, and you'd welcome it to get it out of your mouth because it's so disgusting.
I just
The only
disagree.
thing worse
I disagree.
is Peeps.
Oh,
Peeps are
you're right. Peeps suck. Peeps are the worst. Yo, if I'm like, let's say I'm at Easter, right, and somebody gives me a bag of Peeps, I just feel so offended, right? Like Peeps are the one candy that I hate with a pack. Like I don't like Dots. I don't like Charleston Chews. I don't like a lot of candies, right? But you give me Peeps? Oh my goodness. It was me and my friend Serena were going to church the other day, and we stopped to pick up a gift because it's our friend Ava's birthday, right? And Serena stopped and asked me. She said, "Do you think she'll like Peeps?" And I just had to look at her with just disgust. I was like, "How dare!" I would feel offended if somebody got me
did you
Peeps.
did you call the authorities?
I, I told her I was going to report her.
You,
You
you
know,
have to.
it was her first offense, so like I think she genuinely might have never had
No,
Peeps
because
before.
if you mentioned that, you've thought about it before.
What if
It's
she's
not
never
her
had peeps
first.
before? What if she's never had peeps before? Right? You gotta give her the
Why would
benefit
you
of the doubt.
offer something you never
Well,
had before as a gift? That's a
I'm just not
disgusting
understanding
habit.
because peeps had the potential to be so good, right? It's a
No,
marshmallow. It's a
but it's
marshmallow,
not.
right?
It's a
And then they
pillow.
cover it in nonsense. What the heck is that? Like, what is
It's just
on?
like a instant chemical fake flavor
It tastes so
that
bad.
it looks
It
presentable
tastes so bad.
as a
Dude, it looks
product,
really cool.
right?
It's a
Great
great looking
presentation.
candy.
But
It tastes
I
disgusting.
would rather eat McDonald's and onions than have Peeps, and I can't stand either of
Dude,
those
I would
things.
rather
But
like
Peeps,
drag my tongue across broken glass than eat peeps. Like it's actually like I hate peeps. Like
ugh,
let me tell you something. If we post this on the internet and one person sends me peeps, I promise you, the way that I like, the crash out would be
ugh,
legendary. Right? There's just
Peeps.
I,
Like
I don't
I
even
don't even know
understand who's
who
buying it for Easter.
marshmallow. What? Yeah. Why are Peeps associated
How
with
did it become?
Easter? By the way,
Yeah, because they're a bunny. Nobody eats them.
no. Well, yeah, but a deformed bunny. But like they're exploiting the cuteness of the look of the Peep. You eat it, you're like, I don't think anybody likes them. If they do,
700 million units sold annually. Who is buying 700 million units of Peeps? They're not even good. Like, they're genuinely not even good. This survey by
so
this NBC says that as Easter approaches, this is a direct quote. As Easter approaches, shelves are stocked with seasonal candies and for the holiday. However, Americans have decided that Peeps just aren't it. Indeed, the fluffy little marshmallow birds have been ranked as Americans' least favorite Easter
they're
candy at
birds, ain't
9%
bunnies.
of. Huh?
They're birds, right? They're not
Yeah,
bunnies.
apparently they're
Oh,
birds.
I thought they were
I
bunnies
swear they used to
myself.
have bunny ones. I I swear they used to have bunny peeps.
I thought they were bunnies.
I definitely come
Man, I
on.
just
I'm being gaslit here. No, there's definitely bunny beeps.
I just cannot stand Peeps. They're just
I hate them.
ugh.
I hate
They're
them.
so bad.
And there's not a lot of things I hate in this world.
There is actually Quasi, but this
Is
is
there a lot of things that I hate?
I guess that is a bird. Oh, there's
But
bunny
there's
ones.
also a bunny.
Dare
They're
they?
so bad. Giant bunnies. Wait, this one might not suck. This one
Oh,
doesn't
it
look like
will.
it has anything on it.
Yeah, it does. Disgusting.
I
How
know it's the
how do
coating.
you make a product and go through R&D and then taste it and say that's it, Johnson, gotta put it out.
I couldn't tell you.
Greg, send out the fleet and get it done.
Steve,
The
this is the
people must
greatest thing
have
you've ever
this.
tasted. Oh my goodness. This passed through multiple people, by the way.
I
How
really
did we
have
get to
dry
Peeps?
heaves from throwing up.
I don't even know how we got to this topic.
It has something to do with the Amazon phone.
Yeah, you know.
Well, speaking of two bad products, those are bad. They should do a collab, I guess. I don't know, but what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say is
Amazon X
they're
Peeps.
coming back, and I'd be willing to say that they're going to do a lot better this time. I think they're going to. They have
I
a
hope so.
high motivation to do so,
I mean, like,
and I hope they.
there's only one way to go from here, right?
Yeah, it's
Unless
like
they
Apple
start
AI.
digging, like, it can only go up.
I mean, if it's going to be AI focused, they should really do better at that too. It's just one of those weird things. Let me tell you, but.
Yeah.
I am excited for competition. I want to see what they can pull off. They'll probably do a foldable device at some point, I'm guessing, and we'll just see how it goes with this. I mean, it's just it's just one of those hard things that I'm just not sure about because I don't know. Because the first gen was a big flop, and we'll see if it gets better this time. Okay, it's time for product of the week. Quasi, let's have you start this time. We really are.
Of this episode. So my product of the
Yeah.
week this week is going to be a little something I like to call the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller, right? And
I
you
want
might
to
be
know
like,
why you picked
Quasi,
that.
why? Yeah, I knew you were gonna ask. Well, first and foremost, it's on sale right now. Let me show you guys my screen. Ignore the 8 drum sets in my cart, totaling $608. I don't plan on buying any of those, but I was looking at those. Xbox Elite Series 2. It's on sale for $159 right now, which is down from the $199 that it usually is. And also, this is one of the better gaming controllers that I've seen, right? If you're playing on PC or if you're playing on Xbox, this is a great thing to get. My roommate Jake has one, and dude, the buttons just all feel great. It's super tactile. You can change the length of the joysticks. There's a lot of attachments that you can add. Uh, just think it's really cool. And then if you are a PlayStation user, there's also the DualSense Edge, but that's not on sale right now. But it's a similar controller in terms of having the swappable joysticks and then also some attachments on the back. But if I had to choose between the two, I definitely think that the Xbox Elite controller is the better deal out of the two. Obviously, right now because it's on sale, but even before that, just because it's a better feeling controller when it's in your hands, right? It's got some weight to it. This D pad, hold on, show you the D pad. The D pad just feels
It's
absolutely
nice.
beautiful, right?
I never used
So,
one, and I should.
dude, you got to use, like, I'm not saying purchase this today, but I don't know how long the sale is going to be on, so maybe purchase it soon. But I think it's a great product, and I think everybody should get to try an Xbox Elite controller at least once in their life because it'll change the way you play games.
I I can only imagine.
Well, it'll change the way you play first person shooters. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the triggers are you can change you can make them instant triggers like mouse clicky triggers or you can hold it down all the way. Like it got some nice features. But Adam, let's go to your app of the week. Or not app. You got it, bro.
Product of the week.
Yes.
Um, I don't know how to say that brand name. I'm gonna try, but it's gonna be wrong. You homie? That's
Mm.
what I'm thinking. It's good. It's not that at all. I'm sure. Is a brand I'm seeing on TikTok quite a bit, and various other people too saying this is a really good thing. So
Oh,
if you go
wonderful.
on trips or you have a long commute to a big like Costco grocery store, this is a thing you probably want to look at. And I got a large one, so there's different variants of this, but it's essentially a refrigerator and a freezer that you can put in your car. You control with your DC outlet and AC plug in the wall too. So I'm going on a trip in July, and with that trip, we're going to probably be traveling, I think, 8 hours away. I think
Where are you
overall,
going? If you
in
don't mind me asking.
Michigan.
Ooh.
Yeah, Auburn, I think it is. There's like the Henry Ford Museum and some other things there that we want to check out. It's like a little birthday leave for my wife and daughter, and I'm excited for it. And we've been wanting to get this. We have like a just smaller variant of this kind of thing that we got for Christmas, and it works great. But this is something that we can put like we're gonna pack for some meals and whatnot with us, and this can go with us. The only downside of this is there's no battery built into it, which it doesn't have to have. I guess it would take a lot of battery to keep us going, but this is a cool thing to have. So like in your car, you can keep things cold and frozen if you need to, and it's great for camping, for boat travel, and just for really whatever you want. And just like for me, going to a Costco is about like an hour and a half away. So to keep things cool during your ride back, because once you're in the store, you have to still do your whole over the store experience plus the ride back. So you're looking at about 2 hours where something that's frozen could be thawing. So this would stop that. And people are giving this. You're right. I said that wrong. It would be thawing. It would be not frozen or cold as it should be. The one thing you do not have to put in here is peeps because if they melt, who
Yeah, I
cares?
mean, like if you put peeps in here, you've ruined the entire thing, right? Like just
Oh,
go ahead
it
and
would
sell
have
it
that
if you
peep
get rid of it.
smell and
Oh my
taste.
goodness, just hate everything about peeps.
I
You
would
you
rather
brought up the
dry
smell,
heave.
like oh my goodness, bro. I don't even know how to express my hate for peeps. Like it's just such a bad candy. Like
Just like candy corn. It's just bad.
Yeah, you're dragging it. They're not comparable at all. Like, would you rather eat candy corn or would you rather eat Peeps? Let's be honest here. You're taking the candy corn all day.
I
Every day of the
don't.
week, you're taking
They're
the candy corn.
Quasi. It's about the same and bad to
No, it's
me.
not. No, it's not. Because let me tell you something.
Candle,
Tell you
layered
something.
candle, not corn, not
It
sweet.
just doesn't taste like candles at all. I'm
Quasi.
not.
It's
I'm
all
not understanding where
wax.
you're getting this from. No,
Take
it's
a bite.
no,
It's
it's
just
not.
wax.
No, it's not.
What is it
No, it's
then?
not. It's just sugar. Hold on. Let's see what
Quasi.
it is. Candy.
100% there's wax in that.
It says it's not made out of wax, but it's got a waxy texture. But it's not made out of wax. It's made out of sugar, corn syrup, renewable
It's
wax,
not made
which isn't
entirely
wax.
out of wax,
No, no,
but
no,
does
no, no,
contain.
no. It's a vegetable. It's a vegetable oil that has a high melting point.
No, it does contain edible carnauba wax and
No. That's a natural,
glaze.
hard, and high melting point vegetable oil that's derived from the wax or from the leaves of a Brazilian palm tree called Copernicia cerefia, known for providing a durable, high gloss shine. Okay, it definitely has
Okay,
wax in it, but it's
here's my
not.
issue with candy corn. Besides the taste, it's not candy or corn.
This is
It's
true.
just
It's not corn. It's definitely a candy, right? Because if Peeps is a candy, then this is a
it's
candy.
so bad. If you said I had to pick candy corn or Peeps, I couldn't. They're equally as bad. Peeps are worse, but I still cannot eat candy corn.
No, I'm like if somebody you're sitting in like you're in Saw, right? And the guy puts candy corn in front of you, and he puts Peeps, and he says you have to eat one, or else I'm gonna kill you. Right?
Okay.
You're gonna look at those
Equally
Peeps and be like, just kill me,
equal
right?
question. Equal question. Someone says to Quasi, you can either eat Peeps, and this is your candy choice for your rest of your life, or you cannot be a Seahawks fan. What are you choosing?
The Seahawks.
Okay,
I
what
can
are
be a
you?
Seahawks fan.
Well, you
That's
are a
just not.
Seahawks fan, but you're
No,
going
I'm
to
just
now
not
choose
gonna
not
be.
to be.
No, I'm an Eagles fan.
Or Eagles. Sorry, Eagles. I
Yeah, I
got the
mean,
wrong team.
like I gotta eat Peeps or never be an Eagles fan again.
Yes.
I guess I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm not eating those. Adam, you don't understand. The first time I've been into
Drastic
Peeps,
choice, I know.
I thought they were expired. You understand how bad a candy gotta be for you to think that it's expired?
That's how I feel about candy corn because they're all
Like,
made in the 50s or 40s.
I just
They don't make them
believe that.
anymore, Quasi, because no one eats them.
Just don't believe that.
Seriously.
I eat them. I had an
Quasi.
entire bag in my freshman year. An entire bag in the fall of my freshman year. Granted, the fall of my freshman year was not the smartest decisions I've made in my entire life, but
No,
I had.
clearly. Clearly. Yes. Your body is rejecting it and you don't even know it.
I don't even
You
know
know? You don't even
it. Oh
know it.
no.
So it's not even good. Speaking of not good, or speaking of good things, sorry, let's go to F of the week.
Yeah. Would you like to start or your thing
Um,
actually looks really fun. What the heck?
I definitely can start if you want me to. So I just happened upon this because
Wait, I'm
if
actually
you
gonna
guys
download
not
this.
know, still the Steam Spring Sale is upon us. It will be actually done before this episode comes out, unfortunately. But one of the games I purchased with that is the last remaining set of TMNT, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I played when I was a kid in the arcades quite a bit, and I want to get that experience back because it's like the older games is a big bundle. They have all the newer games as well. They all work on Steam Deck. They work on Steam. That's so great. It's cross-platform, and it's just a great thing overall. But there's a mobile version of this that they have, and there is app purchases, but I do not believe you have to purchase a single thing to play a game. Maybe you actually do for $8.99. I'm very wrong. I thought it was like cosmetics, but it's actually the full game's $9. But you know what? It might be worth it because you know what? These games are great, and they're so fun to play. They can get really hard though sometimes, but it's a great like nostalgic feel for me, and that's my app of the week.
Okay, wonderful. Well, my app of the week is going to be Prime Video, and you might say, Quasi, that's so
Very
interesting. Yeah.
yes.
Why would you say Prime Video after you dogged on them earlier this episode? Well, I will say I didn't know we were going to be dogging on Prime Video this episode, but I they have some great shows, right? Prime Video has some absolutely like I honestly think that the shows that come off of Prime Video are much better than the shows that come off of Netflix, right? Um,
Yeah.
I'll say Reacher, one of my favorite shows. The Boys I
Did
haven't
you
watched, but I know it's really good. Did I what?
did you hear about what happened with
What
Alan
happened?
Richardson? Oh, you'll hear it live then, I guess. So much like in the show Reacher, he's kind of known to beat people.
Whoa, he beat the heck out of his neighbor yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, let's break this down. This is not a topic, but I want to bring this up because if you
Oh my
dive
goodness, I'm
deep
like
into what
watching him
happened,
just dog his
yeah, but
neighbor.
you're not watching the full story here. I'm not trying to just defend him, but there's more to it than what we know. And what happened is he was being loud and going a little bit too fast in the community. Not a good thing to do, but kind of harmless because not really that harmless because you can get into a wreck. But I'm saying though, like there wasn't like he ran into some kids or whatever. He was just being him, right? Well, the neighbor wasn't fond of this, so the next time he did it, he like approached him while he's riding it and trying to grab the handlebars and like pull him off to stop him from doing this. That can cause bodily harm to Alan Richardson. Plus, it can cause damage to his bike. And that's not cool to do. Even if you have a helmet, that's not fun. You can just fall on concrete, which is unforgiving to everybody. And here's the thing that's not cool. So when he tried to do this and injure him, all he knew is to turn into Reacher and beat the hell out of this guy. And okay, he beat him, but if you watch Reacher, he could have done so much more.
I mean, it sure seems
He's
like
been
that.
trained to do way more than what he did to this guy. Like he gave him some bruises and bumps on his face, but his teeth are still there, right? His arms still work. So he
Honestly,
should
I'm
be
surprised
blessed
he didn't
that
choke
it
him
didn't.
out. The heck?
Yeah, he could have picked him up and just like done a lot more, just to put it that way. What I'm trying to say is it probably wasn't the best move for him to do that. There could have been a more peaceful approach to this. But at the same time, if I'm riding a motorcycle and someone just comes up to me and like grabs the handlebars where I can fall off and like that can fall on you and burn you, by the way, because they're kind of hot. So like there could be a lot more worse things that a guy could have done. But at the same time, maybe the response wasn't the best one, but it was kind of self defense at the same time. Right? So let's look at it from the whole perspective too. Now, did he do wrong in being loud and fast on the road? Yeah, that probably wasn't the best move, but I don't think the guy had any justification to do that. He could have called the authorities and they could have handled that a different way.
Or something.
Yeah, but like to try to rip him off the bike, that's not okay. And that could cause like he could have face first in the concrete and broke his neck, like and died.
Yeah.
Like it's that serious.
And then
So
the neighbor would have had to deal with me.
I just can't say if that happened to me, if I was in Alan's shoes, I would have done the same thing. It's so trying to pull me off my bike and hurt me. My first reaction is self defense, beat the hell out of him. That's just what I would do. Maybe it's not right, but that's what I would do.
Speaking of self-defense, did you know that the other day LeBron James almost got attacked by an alligator? And let me tell you, I would have killed that alligator. All right, I would have found that alligator and turned him into some
You
boots.
think
all right,
you would kill the alligator?
No, no, no,
The
no, no.
alligator.
If the alligator bites LeBron James, I find a way to kill an alligator. All right, let me tell you.
Crazy. The only way you could is if you were not in water with it. First off. Secondly, if you tape the mouth shut. If you don't
It's
do
time to
that,
stand.
you're cooked. Quasi,
Me?
you're not.
Nah, I'd kill an alligator.
Quasi,
I'll kill an alligator.
did you know when I was younger I pet an alligator
Why?
one time? I was the alligator posed no threat to me. I will say that. Let's be clear.
Oh, it must be
And I
nice.
was young. I loved animals, right? Still do. And I'm like, this is a cool little thing. So I'm petting it, and it's not doing anything bad. It's not hissing at me. It's not. You might not know that they do hiss, but it didn't do nothing like that. It was a smaller one, so
Sometimes
it
it
couldn't
does.
hurt me if I wanted to. I'm just saying though, like they're not always bad things. They're not always trying to kill you. I mean, they're on golf courses all the time, and alligators and all that
Yeah,
stuff
that's
too.
where it almost bit LeBron.
I'm just saying that, like, are we sure that LeBron wasn't enticing this alligator to do
No,
something to
he was just
him?
trying to get his golf ball, right? The
Okay,
alligator
but
had no
like,
business looking at my goat like that.
but you have to keep in mind, he's getting close to an alligator. They have a defense mechanism. It's not like that he was watching
Let
him
me tell
play
you
golf and
something.
waiting for his tee to
That
happen. They just
alligator,
chases him and attacks him.
let me tell you, that alligator made a smart decision by not advancing, right?
Quasi, I
I,
just
I
know if you
okay, I
face
got
this
my
alligator,
thing.
I'm letting you know you would lose.
No,
You would come back
I
without
would
toes
come
or
with
something.
a 14 cal, a 45 cal, right? That alligator, I would come with a bazooka, right? That alligator
14.
is never being seen again. Its family is never going to see it again, right? If it touched LeBron James. Just say the word, LeBron, I'm there. That's a
What if Alan
promise.
Richardson beat him
He can handle
instead of this guy?
it. What if Allen reached and beat LeBron James?
Yeah, what if
Yeah,
LeBron was
rest
the
in peace
person
to
trying
Allen
to pull
Richardson. Rest in peace.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's like the nicest
I don't care.
buff guy like out there, I think,
Yeah,
right?
no, I'm not.
Besides now in this situation. But
He's
I'm saying before that, he was like a person that you could approach and he wouldn't like just look at you and like, beat you down like Mario does with things,
yeah, I
right?
mean,
I'm just saying, like, I don't know if I would say that like LeBron's a great basketball player. Let's not put that out of the way, but
the
like
greatest
two, not the greatest.
of all
He's
time.
just good. No, he's not
Did
the
you know that
greatest.
he has the most field goals made in NBA history? He has the most points in NBA history. He's the first ever player to hit 40,000 points.
And it also has the
Four
biggest chip on
championships.
his shoulder.
He came back from down 3-1. He dragged a team of bums to the 2007 or 2009 NBA Finals. Let me tell you something.
But he's okay. Proceed.
LeBron James carried a team where the next best player was Zydrunas Ilgauskas to the finals.
Look at his
Right?
names people come up with, by the way. It's just
Good
a
day.
lot. All I'm saying
Yeah.
is this. As much as he is good at the sport basketball, you cannot say that he's not full of himself a little bit. And that's why I don't like him.
He gets to be full of himself. He's the GOAT.
No.
He's the greatest of
No.
all time.
That's not an excuse to be like that with people. Like, the way he treats fans sometimes is ridiculous. The way he treats
What
his
are you
other
talking
players is
about?
ridiculous.
What?
Quasi. Okay, here's what I'll
What are
bring
you
up.
talking about?
He had a treacherous performance in Space Jam. You
That's
cannot
just-
say that was better.
That should not be held against his legacy.
It should. He
I wouldn't even
agreed
say
to
it was
do it.
treacherous. I
And
just
then
say
knew
that the other
what
one's
he was
better.
getting into to compare it to Michael Jordan's version of it and did an awful job at it. Like, Quasi, come on. You had to admit that. It was not nearly as good as the first one.
I've always
Right?
admitted that. I've never said it
Okay.
was nearly as
What I'm
good as
saying,
the first
though,
one.
is there's been so many altercations with him and things people say that, like, he's just too full of himself. And he can be great where he is, but you don't have to be like, I'm the best, get out of my way,
You
peasants.
do realize
Like,
that this
that's
man
not
was
necessary.
homeless until he was like 12, right? I
That
feel
doesn't
like if
mean
you
that
were
you can
homeless
treat
and then now
people
you're a
like
billionaire,
garbage.
he doesn't treat people like garbage. This is an unsubstantiated claim. Unsubstantiated.
Do we
There's
have to
no,
pull some evidence
there's
up?
no evidence of this.
Quasi.
Right?
It's all over online. Look at TikToks. The way he, like, I
I
don't
just-
know. He just thinks he's
Hold
the
on.
best ever. and he's just
LeBron
not.
treating people bad.
Pages. You'll see.
Just not seeing anything.
You're not seeing a single thing, huh? A single thing.
Oh, meeting LeBron James in person, very rude. Let's see here. Probably some clickbait. But I've clicked it. It's just not loading at all. You guys are going to think I'm lying. I'm going to share my screen so that you can see it's just not loading at all. So, fun fact, there's no part in this video where it's not a highlight of LeBron James and the guy's just reading some stuff. I just, I'm not gonna
He's
watch that whole video.
LeBron's the most arrogant player I've ever seen. That's the first thing I've seen on TikTok. I'll share with you.
All right, let's watch this nonsense.
I'm just telling you. That's the phrase I should use. Is he's arrogant.
Arrogant. That's funny. That sure is funny. Let's see what's going on here.
Downing his skills of basketball.
So
Let's be very clear about that.
Why can I not hear? Oh, there's an unmute button at the top.
LeBron was rude to me.
I just can't. So, what part of this is arrogance?
I mean, like,
let me put it on the screen so that the people can see and make and judge for themselves. Here, let's do.
By the way, my mouse case is like really just the button is.
Can we just watch this together? Actually,
sure.
I just want you to know. Just let me know when you see him being arrogant. I don't know if this music is copyrighted or not. So he walks by the fan, right?
And immediately looks to him like, get on your face,
looks at him.
Being.
When do you see him look at him? Let's break it down.
Oh,
he's staring forward the entire time.
Oh, right there. Oh, missed it. Missed it. Okay.
You know what you sound like? Have you ever seen The Incredibles? Where the guy's like, right there, he moves. He moves right there.
I have not, actually. Have I seen it?
Actually.
Yeah, I have.
This brings up a very important thing to me. Actually, I'm not going to be able to pull it up. But I was playing Madden the other day, and I'm going to insert the clip right here. And I'm going to show, like, you guys are going to see that I was gaslit into believing that the player didn't teleport. But luckily, you can save gameplay from, like, 15 minutes ago. And I went back, saved the gameplay, looked at it, and the player definitely teleported, right?
You have footage of this, huh?
Yes, I have footage of it.
Oh, you got to put this
I was very upset.
I want to see it.
I was very upset. I want to
see it so bad.
Because the person I was playing with was like, no, you just suck. The man was on him, right? Because we're... Hold on. I'm going to have to switch my camera.
I just want to know so badly about this now. I'm very interested in this, Quasey.
I'm working. All right, here we go. All right, let's take a look here. It might be on my phone in the PlayStation app.
Okay.
Captures. Okay, so I just can't move forward on this.
Oh, it would be cool if you could, though.
I'm about to give it to you right here. I think this is the exact play.
Are you going to
play right after this?
Share in the podcast?
Yeah, I'm gonna show it to you here.
This is also, by the way, the One More Thing segment. If you guys were not aware.
Oh, yeah. So here's how I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Stop sharing, right? We're going to share screen, entire screen this time, right?
Okay.
We're going to go here. We're going to, why is this right on the bottom right? We're going to open iPhone mirroring.
It also says you record on a new track.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but it's got to connect to my iPhone 16 Pro Max here. Give it a second. Timed out. Of course it did, because why wouldn't it?
You might have to mute some of your background in case you don't want to dox yourself.
Yes, here we go. All right, so that's just not the PlayStation app at all. If I could open this would be really cool. All right, so just not entirely sure what's going on here. Give it a second. Let's try again.
Did you know your AirPods case is about dead?
Yeah, I actually did know.
I just let you know, in case you were not
Are you seeing
aware.
that on the widget?
Because I can feel it from here. Oh, it's also in the widget. That's also it. Yeah, that's
Oh,
totally why I did not
you
see
can
it.
feel it though. Why is it being like, all right, new plan, stop sharing screen. I'm gonna just show you right here. All right, hold on.
If it even opens there,
Yeah, it'd be nice if it would do what I'm asking it to do, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be cool? Why is my
be
app just
great.
showing this now? Guys, I promise you, I'm actually about to show you something actually
Can
insane.
you
Just,
open it, download
oh
it,
my
and then
goodness, my phone's frozen. I can't do anything. What in the world? Okay, so my phone is actively broken, guys. Help. All right, so we're gonna hit a quick restart. I've never had this issue before.
oh, it's only
Okay,
because
so I
it's
can't even
live.
restart it. I cannot even this would not have happened if it wasn't live. If I was just showing this to you, it just wouldn't happen.
Here's what we'll
Right?
do. While he's doing that, I want to bring up this as it's kind of
Yeah, go
just
ahead.
a thing. So the the incident at LaGuardia Airport, we want to just show condolences for those affected by that. Several that are injured, and it's just a terrible situation that happened. And, I don't even know to this day who really is at fault. My guess is air traffic control with the plane. No, necessarily because it's nighttime, Quasi. They're not focused on the airway the whole time, and the plane can't see down like you think they can. So like, but air traffic control definitely.
So I actually
Well,
can't
that's
even turn my
okay.
phone off. This is really bad.
You got to hold
What is
down. You know how to
going
do it,
on?
right?
Yeah, just volume up, volume down, and then we had to do a hard reset. Like this is bad.
Is it
I've never
seriously
had to
still not
hard
working?
reset my phone. Well,
Still not
I
working?
just hard reset it, so
Okay. Okay. Well,
oh
hopefully it
man,
gets better for you.
rough.
Yeah, but yeah, we want to just say that that's a terrible thing that happened, and hopefully the people that are injured and stuff get help they need. And our thoughts and prayers for sure go out to them. I mean, that's awful. It wasn't like a terrorist attack by any means. It just was a complete timing issue, and that happened. I mean, the the fire truck was on the way to go help other people that had issues in another plane, and that happened, and man, it sucked.
Yeah. Did you know that
So
LaGuardia is in New York?
I did.
It's actually you can fly from LaGuardia to New Jersey, but I think that's really dumb.
Here's what I'll
Cause
say.
like
I know that because I've watched Seinfeld, and there is an episode with LaGuardia Airport. The airport episode of Seinfeld, if you never watched it, is so good. And it's actually impossible as a human being to watch Seinfeld and the one with the Jimmy, it's what it's called, and not laugh. If you do not laugh with that, you have zero sense of humor, and I so feel bad for you. It's one of the greatest shows ever
it
made.
looks like it
Okay,
should be working
okay,
here.
okay. He's back. Let's watch
Yes,
this.
yes, yes. All right, let's pull up the clip. Captures, Madden.
Wait,
It's gonna
try
be
try
this
your
3 minute
your,
clip
your
here.
Mac now. Your screen sharing your Mac,
Okay.
so we can
Uno
see it.
momento por favor.
Okay.
Okay, I actually just can't even see
Uno,
the clip anymore.
dos,
Oh, here it is.
tres. There we go.
Entire screen. This.
Okay. It's gonna work this time, I
Continue.
promise.
Oop. I need to my password for some reason. Very nice. I love
No,
that.
it's a good thing, probably.
Oh yes, here we go. So I
Now
actually
turn
thought it was gonna.
sideways.
I definitely thought it was gonna like auto turn sideways. Not entirely sure
Can you
why I
turn
didn't.
sideways?
I'm not entirely sure how. Move and reside. Ugh. Yeah, I'm just not
Go ahead,
entirely
move and
sure.
resize. That's where it was. Move and resize. That's where it
Was
was.
it? What are you saying?
Do you not
I
see?
just no, I'm
Right.
not. Could you? Right? I just don't
Okay.
think those do it. But
Can you just
just
like download the video and play on your Mac?
I just don't know why I didn't think of that at all. I can
Go
definitely do
go and
that.
try
Give
that
me
really quick.
like 30 seconds.
Save it on your Mac. So now I'm super invested in this quiz. I have to see this.
I mean, we've waited 5 minutes to tell the people what's going on here, and it's just
We might as well just show it.
It's not happening. Let's go to photos, send it to myself to make sure it actually gets there, and we don't have to wait 8 minutes. All right, one last time we're gonna share screen, guys. I promise you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about here.
Okay, here we go. We're locked in.
All right. We're going to move forward a little bit.
Okay, right. Here we go.
So I'm playing as the Bills, and my friend Andrew is playing as the Seahawks, right? All right. I'm down 1 touchdown. I need to march down the field, right? And that's the setting for this. So we're going to start here on this clip, right? I have Josh Allen in the backfield. I'm going to throw the ball to him, right? He's just going to get tackled. Not a great play by me. Not a great play at all. Hold on. It's actually really loud. All right? I choose my play. Okay. He picks his defensive play. This is where it happens right here. All right? So I put number 10 on a slant route, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. All right? I throw it to him, and he teleports. Did you see that? Let me show you.
No, I did not.
Look at this guy right here, right? Just keep an eye on whatever his number is, right? This guy right here, right? I'm going to throw it, and he's going to teleport and just deck me. Did you see that?
I wouldn't say the word teleport. I would say he turned into a flash and moved very, very quickly.
I've never seen any player move like that. So I go into instant replay. I'm like, no, I just saw this, right? And then the game starts gaslighting me, right? I'm like, watch this guy right here. No. This is not what happened. That's not what happened at all.
He went like 5 yards almost, basically, in a span of like...
The game's sitting here gaslighting me. I'm just not a fan. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
But you can see here, he's going to teleport. Number 13. He's the greatest player of all time. That's all I want to put out.
The Bears could use him.
And, I just had to let him... know that's the reason I ended up losing that game. That was a crucial third down. I ended up losing the game by 2 touchdowns because he just was able to get that stop somehow. And, I'm just not happy with it. I actually I think I quit. I think I quit that game. I was quite upset.
Did you delete your Instagram when this happened?
No, because I'm not even a Bills fan, right? Josh Allen, he's cool and all. I love him as a person. I hate playing with him in Madden. He's...
And yet you still did.
Because we chose 3 random teams, and he was the best. Like, the Bills were the best that I got, Josh Allen may have no help, but he's Josh Allen. He could run the football himself. Except it's really hard to run the football himself when your opponent stays in zone the entire time. So that kind of sucked. But it's whatever. Does. I'm not upset.
Yep.
I'm buying college football today. I'm It's only $13 for me right now. I have to do it. Anyway, like I said, 2 hours, right?
We're almost at 2 hours.
Yeah, so we might as well
just
make it
on purpose
right?
end the episode before 2 hours hits just to make a point.
Yeah, let's do it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week, right? Stay blessed, stay safe, and subscribe, enter the giveaway, right?
Yes.
That's very important. I guess it's not as important, but I would like for you guys to.
Why would you not want a $25 gift card of your choice? We should really just. I know you said earlier that we're gonna do it for anything, but we should just really limit to like Steam.
Yeah,
Xbox,
I was thinking we
PS5 and Switch. Okay, so like the game platforms.
So
let's just do
platforms,
that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe throw a little Amazon gift card in there in case they want to get.
We could do that too. Let's do that. Okay. So the game platforms and Amazon gift card. That's what we should do. So yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Well, have a fantastic week, everybody. We'll see you next week. And man, there's more and more news coming with Apple and a bunch of other things coming soon. I'm excited. I cannot wait. Which is that?
Maybe only 40 minutes of this podcast did we talk about the actual podcast topics. I just want to. We definitely talked about Peeps for a good 20 minutes and how
that's completely fine because the world needs to know that they're bad.
Let me find out that somebody disagrees with us and they're getting blocked.
Yeah, but what if someone's like, I never had Peeps before. My uncle bought me this. Just take them and throw them right in the trash.
Hey, go ahead and
Or
taste them. Let me know what you think, and then go
don't.
punch your uncle. Go punch your uncle. Your uncle doesn't like you. I'm trying to tell you right now. Your uncle hates you. This is a hate crime. It's heinous.
You should actually hire Alan Richardson to punch your uncle for you. Because, I mean, that's what you should do. Oh, it's so bad. I'm not sure what's worse, Peeps or Alan Richardson punching the guy. It's pretty comparable, really.
I just don't like.
Definitely
Peeps might be straight out of hell.
Yeah.
Like I just don't understand how something can be that bad. Like
what's worse, taxes or Peeps?
I couldn't tell you. Taxes or Peeps? I'll happily pay. I'll overpay my taxes before somebody makes me eat Peeps. Oh my goodness! Like at least taxes go towards doing good at least once in a while.
You hope Peeps, they are.
Yeah,
sometimes. There's
sure
what they're meant for, and then the excess goes to, we don't know. I mean, that's the problem with it. You have no control over where it goes to. There's all kinds of things we just don't know in this world. That's all I gotta say. Anyway.
All right. Well, have a great week, guys.
Yes, have a great week, and we'll see you next time on the One More Thing Tech podcast. And each week that we have podcast episodes, 1 week closer to Dub. I'm excited for that. Because iOS 27 has to be better than 26. Craig Federighi, listening to this. Okay, it's bad in the whole AI sector. This is what I'm trying to say.
If we're only talking about
27 is a big focus on AI. Please do it. Please do better. That's all I gotta say. I know Craig can do it. The man jumps out of planes, for
yeah, I mean, you can do anything.
All right, guys. Thanks so much again. We'll see you next week.
Yep.
We'll see you.
All right.